Ready for this?
Yes, I am.
Hey everybody, welcome to another American Wine Journey podcast. This time around, we're doing different grilled food and different summer food. We're going to pair wine with seafood, and it's going to get real cool. It's going to get a little messy. That's what these are for. We got to peel our own shrimp. We've got peel your own shrimp today, right?
That's right.
Let's start with a little bit of a public service announcement. We do advocate drinking. We like drinking. Drinking is fun, but always drink responsibly. Always drink smart. Do not be stupid when you drink and do not drive when you drink. So, all right, we got the public service announcement out. I'm Gary Moore with Jerry More Often, and we have here...
Ben Cody with American Wine Journey and 1723 Vineyards. My wife and I co-own 1723.
There you go.
Always great to be here. Thanks for having me on, Gary.
Yeah, and I've actually got a Tipsy Tag-along shirt. I don't know if you noticed that or
not.
We got cool Tipsy Tag-alongs. And, just a little plug for that. It looks like we're going to be doing a Northern Virginia Tipsy Tag-alongs.
Oh, nice.
In the fall. I think we're going to do a blitz a whole week with like 4, 5, hopefully maybe even 6 different Tipsy Tag-alongs. What do you call it? Wine tastings. So that'll be fun.
It's a good place to do it. There's lots of wineries down there.
All right.
A lot of them are good.
Let's get started. We're going to start with some cod. Okay. Our trusty assistant has brought us some cod. Thank you very much. And we've got 2 wines to pair with the cod.
Yep, we do. First off is the 1723 Riesling. This is actually the 21. I got this out of the cellar. We've got a dessert pairing coming up here in a bit from our good friends at the Cut Bakes. And I know, I know this wine goes well with that dessert, so we've kind of this wine's going to do double duty. It'll be back. So you can't drink it all right now, Gary. We have to save a little bit of this bottle for later.
I got to save some of this?
No, the bottle.
I'm just being a smart aleck. Okay, so here we are. This is cod. This is on the grill. This is, it's simple. It's just lime, salt, and pepper, period. That's it.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a little taste of cod. Man, this is good cod, though.
It's wonderful cod. With cod, you need a wine that's not going to be overpowering because cod's, it's a very delicate fish, and so you're looking for a wine kind of like that.
And I like how smooth this goes with this. So this Riesling is a nice smooth pairing with the.
It is. Hang on, we've got another one. Don't want to get too far away from here.
And one of the things that we've done, I want to throw this out here pretty early on, is that pretty much all these wines are basically affordable wines. We're not talking about $50, $100, $150 wines. We're talking about, in fact, a good number of these wines are in the $20 range or even less. Like some of the French wines that we have, I think it was $12 for that one rosé, and when you taste it, you'll be like, that is a kick butt rosé.
But for the record, I don't sell anything at $12. But I think it's cool. Other people do. But obviously we try and make wines as affordable as we can. This is an expensive region to produce wines. A lot of people say, well, Ben, you're selling that wine for $20-something a bottle. I don't know how you're not making money. All I can tell you is I'm not making money. But I really enjoy it. Don't feel sad for me. I love what I do and everything else, but the wine business is not something you can get into and make money at. As they say, that the best way to make a small fortune in the wine business is to start with a large one. So
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to try the cod with the.
Oh, that's a lot leaner Chardonnay than I thought it'd be. I think this will pair real well. I was worried at first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
you've got more over here.
No, I ate all mine. I was a dumbass. And ate all my piece the whole time, so I'm stealing some of yours.
That's all right. It's all good. It's all good.
Really, but
I'm not going to wrestle you because I'd probably lose on that one anyway.
I don't know, man. You got a lot of upper body strength. If we arm wrestled, you might beat me. If I got,
Ooh, yeah.
If I was able to put all my weight, then yeah, I probably could bowl you over. But
Yeah, so I think this is the fact because it's unoaked.
well, it's an Oregon one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice Oregon wine. It's
Well, I thought you said this was a French one. Yeah, this is an Oregon.
no. We have
the other ones.
We have a Turcot. We have the red
Yeah.
and the rosé Turcot, both of which were like in the mid-teens.
I'd originally suggested the Chablis Chardonnay because they're so lean and flinty, and this wine is very, even if it's from Oregon. Then
You want the last one?
no, I'm good. I'm watching my figure. Yeah, this pairs real well. But what you want if you're gonna go with a Chardonnay, if you don't want to go with the 1723 wine, if you want to go with a Chardonnay, you can get one that's not real oaked and like either from Chablis or just get a leaner one. Don't get a fat one. Don't get one of those California butter bombs. There's a place for those.
Right. No.
There's a place for those, and I'm not dissing California.
Someday we may even pair one of those with steak.
Yeah, something like that. Don't try and pair that with this fish.
But not with a cod.
You really did a nice job with that fish, man. I'm not surprised.
Thank you.
That's the added benefit of coming to Gary's for a podcast is I get fed.
Yeah. We get
good.
we get a lot of little bites going on.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to finish this up.
Yeah, I'm probably going to take one more bite.
But yeah, so this was sight unseen, by the way. We talked about it. We threw out some ideas about what to pair with the cod, and went down in the basement. I have a little wine cellar in the basement. You have a big wine cellar in your basement.
Well, it just has my stuff in it.
Yeah, but
I can't afford to buy anybody else's wine anymore.
Well, when you have
I spend it all to make my own wine.
All right. Well, if you ever get into this region of the country and you get to go to 1723, they may or may not have several really, really good wines that you can drink. So
we try. There's lots of good wines.
Yeah,
but we try and do our best.
But on the other hand, this is a nice. It's an unoaked Chardonnay. It is light. It's almost too light in a sense in some ways. But
that's why I like that. That's one thing I like about a Riesling pairing. There's usually just a slight amount of residual sugar, which can kind of, I don't know, give the fish a little something. It's
right.
Anyway,
So, but that's the key, right? So if you're thinking about it, right, and you want to pair something with something, think about what you already know goes with it, right?
Yeah.
And think, okay, what's similar that'll do that? So like a Chablis and a Chardonnay, they have similar profiles, if you will.
Yeah.
And so you're not gonna.
It's just the northernmost region where Chardonnay is grown there in Burgundy, and by the nature they're real flinty. They typically, although they typically never oak age them there.
Yeah, but when we're talking about that, so we have the Riesling, and we had the Chardonnay that went really well with the cod.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, so I think it's time for.
Let me get the wine out. Crab cake.
Crab cake. Yeah, crab cake.
The quintessential pairing for any kind of.
Okay, and then we have. This is, and by the way, we like to feature local. Right, local this. So we're featuring the cut bakes, later on in the dessert forum. And these guys, the crab cake people, Phillips from Ocean City, Maryland. Right, this is their crab. This is their crab seasoning in the crab cake. So I'm going to give this a shot. I think we have. There we got some. I don't know. We got some condiments over there. If you want to throw some condiments there. You can see it's a really.
I'll let you do it. I love my crab cakes.
It's a really nice golden brown. Yeah. I think I'm just going to go with a little teeny dobble. What do you call it?
I don't know. Dobble sounds good to me.
Dobble of tartar sauce. How's it coming out? It's the first time I've done this recipe, so.
It's really good.
Okay. All right.
It's a little spicy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm not complaining, but not everybody would like that, but it's pretty good.
Is it too spicy for the...
No, it'll go well with this wine.
All right, this is just alone.
Yeah, Albarino is a quintessential seafood pairing. I mean, it's my go-to of our wines for everything seafood related, especially if you're talking about stuff that is grilled. I mean, maybe not something that's like in a rich cream sauce, but...
yeah, this is good.
Albarino and... you've got as local as you can get right here with a locally produced Albarino and
which I didn't even know that you could grow those grapes here.
It's hard. They don't yield much.
No, but the wine is phenomenal.
Oh, I'm
I
glad
mean, the
you like it.
Albarino wine. I mean, you're like you
Yeah,
got a Spanish wine here in southern Chester County. I mean,
Well,
it's
the
just
thing about
amazing.
Albarino, it's grown on the Galician coast, and it's cold and wet there. People think Spain and they think hot, and that's accurate. But the northern coast of Spain
That's
is
true.
completely unlike any of the rest of it, and it's much more humid and cooler. And we can make a great Albarino here. But yeah, you do not equate Galicia with the rest of Spain. The climates
Right.
are just radically different.
Well, and Spain has part of the Pyrenees as well. So
It's actually where Cabernet Franc is native to. Most people don't realize that, and it's thought of as a French grape because that's where it's primarily. It's kind of where it became famous, where it was predominantly
right,
cultivated before it got brought to America as well. But it is actually from that region. It's actually a Spanish grape. The origins of it.
Really?
Spanish, yeah. But they don't.
Well,
They don't grow it there.
they traded that line back and forth a lot over the years. You know,
Yeah,
they
they
didn't
did.
solidify that line until more recently. All right.
Yeah.
Can you all hear us out there in Facebook land? I think you can, right?
Yeah, that is a great pairing. Producer, so myself. All right, now you've got a rosé. You want to try with this? Oh shit! I'm gonna screw up here.
Oh, by the way, talk about local crafts and whatnot. We've got that half wine barrel cooler with Dick's Fine Hardwoods. Dick Welch does those. So if you're in the mood for that, we've actually got several pieces of furniture in the porch that have that. Oh, now we're going to the Claret. All right, I'm going to put that one over there since. What do you think? Is it okay?
Let me try it again.
All right.
It works. Yeah, it works. It's a nice wine. It's a real nice wine. Might go better if it has some of this tartar sauce with it.
Yeah, so I think what I was thinking is that this would go with the with some of the sauces.
Mm-hmm.
I might even throw a little of the what do you call it? Let's try the tartar sauce. And then the which one's which?
Well, he's trying both, and you're about to find out.
Oh, I know which one's which. All right, this is the regular. This is the regular cocktail sauce, and this is the Moore's famous cocktail sauce. I say famous because it's got to get famous somehow. So if I call it famous,
Yeah.
eventually it'll be famous, right? How spicy is that?
It's spicy.
Did I take you out?
No, it's good.
I'm really sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
That's the unspicy one.
Well, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah, the spicier one is
that's
actually.
good.
Sorry about that.
No, it's good. Don't apologize. That's good.
And here, ladies and gentlemen, Gary buried Ben Cody
No. It's
with
all,
the extra spice on the.
it's all good.
All right, so I'm going to try this with the. Let's do this. See, I actually added extra ketchup in that one too.
You can tell that one's got a lot of horseradish in it.
Well, this one has the
The extra.
Old Bay sauce,
Yeah.
which is another local scenario. All right, let's see about this. Let's see if I can, because we have shrimp coming up. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, so the bolder as you go from tartar to regular cocktail sauce to Moore's famous special cocktail sauce, it definitely takes a new a new level. By the way, this Turcot pairs with a lot of food. It's crazy how good it is.
Well, I think for a spicy food eater, I'm going to take your word for it. Anyway, good stuff. It is a nice wine, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real nice wine. I like that. You don't typically see a rosé that dark. It's really cool.
All right.
Really cool.
Okay, so we got here. We got our peel your own shrimp.
Let me get this back in that thing there.
We each got 3 shrimp. Is that good?
Yeah. What we've got here on the 1723 front is a new wine that we've recently introduced. It's called Pink PV, which is a rosé made out of Petit Bordeaux, whole cluster pressed.
There you go.
You know, it has just a little touch of tannin because PV's a pretty tannic wine. I think it'll remind you a lot of like a rosé from Bandol if you've ever had some of those, which a lot of people consider to be really good rosés. And it pairs real well with stuff that it's got something that's basically white meat, but it's spicy. And so that's what I'm anticipating we're getting into here. And let's see what we got.
Yeah. This is we're losing that. I can reset that after I clean up my hands. Otherwise, there's going to be Old Bay seasoning. So these are steamed shrimp.
Yeah, it's good.
And
really good shrimp.
Done on the stove, but with Old Bay seasoning. So let me see if I can set that back up again. There we go. All right, so here we go. We got the shrimp. So this I do a lot with the. Did I not get that right? I do a lot with the more special sauce. I'll sit down with half pound of shrimp and the more special sauce, and go to town. And it's I like it. We used to have a place locally. I don't know if you remember George and Son.
I do. It's sad that they're no longer around.
All right, we've got the PV Rosé, right?
And then we've got a red from Côte de Rhône red.
Yeah, that's a Côte de Rhône red. This is Domaine Jaune. We actually visited this winery a couple of years back. Yeah, and that worked out pretty well. Let's see how this works. Oh. For 95 degrees, it's actually not too bad.
Feels really nice in here. We got a lot of wind, as you can tell. Gary's got a good setup back here. I think that obviously I'm partial to the Pink PV. It's designed to work with a dish like this, and these shrimp are great because it's I don't know, it just has a cooling effect with all that spice.
Yeah.
I think I really like the red too. I think that's a great option for if you're a red wine drinker, and you've got a lot of red wine drinkers coming over, and you're looking for something to pair with fish because they want to drink red wine, and I think that's a really nice red wine option for something like this. It's a nice wine.
And I think not everybody's like the rosé.
Yeah. Well, this wine does not have a lot of tannin. I mean that in a positive way. If it had a lot of tannin, it would clash a lot with these spices.
Right.
And so this works pretty well if you're looking to serve a red wine with, something like this. I think it's a really good option. And of course, on a day like today, nothing pairs better than a rosé style of wine.
Yeah, you could. I mean, it's 95 degrees and we're drinking red wine, so it's definitely not out of the question. The PV is actually pretty good. I like the pairing there.
Yeah, well, glad you like it. Yeah, it's a very versatile wine, and when it's hot, just something about wanting to drink it.
There's another shrimp there if you want it.
I'm going to eat it.
There's more too. Yeah.
All right, I'll have some.
Yeah, you can have them both.
Well, there's 3. I'll give you one. These are great.
There's more inside. So that's the beauty of having these things, right? So.
Yeah, right. These are really good. Where did you get the shrimp, Gary?
Well, I didn't get the shrimp. The shrimp was compliments of Diane Moore. She actually ran up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah. What, the shrimp is Alaskan wild caught? No, no, I can't believe. But it's wild caught. Wild caught
It's
shrimp.
really good.
Yeah, the shrimp is definitely. But it's one of those things. You got that one?
It's yours.
Oh,
I got it for you.
it's mine. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's good.
No, do you want more shrimp? We can have more shrimp. There's more shrimp.
No, I've got. I'm watching my figure.
Now, you said that twice, so I'm thinking.
Well,
okay.
I had the flu last week again, 10 days ago, so you don't worry. But I've lost about 7 or 8 pounds just in 10 days, so I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna try and keep the momentum up.
Yeah, well, the good news about shrimp though is.
Oh, they have like 4 calories a piece.
Yeah, they're not really. They're not going to really set the scale
They'll
up.
set you back, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a nice wine. Really like it. There's a lot of bargains in the Côte du Rhône. So yeah, it's good. Works well for a dish like that.
Yeah. So once again, both of these are pretty good. Great for summer. It's probably I want to say it may be 95 out here, but I think it's realistically out here it feels more like 90.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do this again, right? We're going to finish up with the salmon.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be really good.
We're rolling through these.
Yeah, well, we're it's good food, right? I mean, when it's good,
That's true. That's true.
then it goes quick. So yeah, we've.
Thank you, Diane. Appreciate the.
Thanks, Diane. Hey, Diane, can I get a bottle opener too, please?
Oh,
I apologize. I was supposed to open this earlier.
yeah, you were.
And I didn't do it. Thank you. Here, let me pass it to Gary. This looks great.
We're not going to call you out on the internet.
Thank you.
No,
I always feel like I'm about to give myself a shot with one of these. Back in the old
I know,
days,
right?
on the ranch, it's about like what we'd hit a cow with.
Ooh.
I've been known.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I heard that.
All right, super cool.
All right, this is going.
Yeah.
I'm just stacking plates over here. You got a.
Okay.
You were good to get rid of yours.
Okay.
All right. So we've had so far. Let's do a recap, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had cod with lime, salt, and pepper. We had crab cakes.
Best cod I've ever had. I'm not just saying that.
Which, by the way, so that should tell you something. It's simple. No, it's simple. It's simple. You just squeeze some lime on it, throw some salt and pepper, turn it over, and do the same thing again, and it's that good. I mean, it's like ridiculous, right? So it like even somebody who's inexperienced like me can make it happen.
Not inexperienced, but
so. So we've got that. Then we had the crab cake, which was all about Phillips, right? Phillips.
Yeah.
Crab cakes and Phillips seasoning, which was maybe a little too much. Now you could substitute that Phillips seasoning out.
Well, no, I thought that the crab cake was great.
The sauce was
too much.
The sauce was too much.
But there's just as many or more people that like that real spicy thing out there. And
mostly me. You can admit.
No. I mean, it'll shock you how many people want to go all spice. But no, the crab cake itself, I thought was cooked. The naked crab cake was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Wonderful food.
So you got that. You got the crab cake, and then we moved on to the shrimp, which was Old Bay seasoning, just steamed shrimp with Old Bay seasoning, and that's all it was.
Yeah.
And then we had the sauce that but you don't have to eat it with the sauce. It was good.
No.
It was good solo.
Yeah, it really was.
And just before we finish out, Diane made a really, really killer good mango salsa.
Yeah.
I mean, this mango salsa is really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's got fresh ingredients in it.
Smells really good.
I think you'll like it. So let's go with it. So this salmon is, by the way, it's lemon and salt and pepper. So like the cod, it's just 3 ingredients. You cook it, you flip it over, lemon, salt, and pepper again, and there it is.
Yeah. Gary's, but one of Gary's secrets is he has this really smart cooking device that tells him how long it's been. I mean, it talks to him.
Just got that. Diane got that for me
Oh.
because I think it helps me not ruin her food. So it's easier to make that happen.
Yeah.
Not happen. I mean, the ruining part. But yeah, it basically tells you the temperature. So it's a thermometer that actually can go in the food while you're grilling, and you can tell what the temperature is, so you don't under or over grill it. And it really helps. And then it tells you, it gives you feedback. It has like a Wi-Fi scenario.
Yeah.
All right, so where are we going? Which one's this?
I'm not sure what that is. No, it's not neither of these. I think it's your leftover Cote de Rome.
That's, I think, the leftover Cote de Rome.
Well, I'm just saying I haven't poured either one of these. So I don't know. That'd be
This is definitely your Cab Franc.
Oh, did I pour that?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you poured the Cab Franc.
Okay, very good.
Yeah,
All right, well then let's pour the other one.
which it looks like.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So we've got 1723 Cab Franc, and we've got the red Claret. Is that a Claret? Or it's just the Bordeaux.
Yeah, I mean,
We got the red Bordeaux from the same manufacturer as the rosé before.
yeah.
And it's pretty much following the dark
Yeah.
as the other. All right, so let's go with this.
Yeah, so this is the 20 Franc. I actually spent a little bit of time in Gary's barrel there. It's slightly chilled, which I think is perfect on a day like today. Franc is, especially the Francs we produce here, are medium bodied, and you can chill them down just a little bit, and
Oh, that's
really good.
Really,
Brings out a cherry flavor and a
that's really
sweetness,
interesting.
and a sweetness that goes really well with a dish like this.
And I normally don't think of Cab Franc being sweet, but when I put the salmon in my mouth and then I brought the Cab Franc in, I was like, wow, that's just adding a little sweetness going on
It's
there.
very Pinot Noir-esque, and Pinot Noir is your classic pairing with salmon,
And it's not too heavy.
But with Franc, especially this Franc, when it's
not heavy at
chilled
all.
down, it is it's going to mimic a lot of the properties of Pinot Noir, and that's what I go to anytime I cook salmon. That's what I go to, especially if I'm going to cook it like this, which is how I like to cook it. And I think when you get into, there's other recipes around salmon that use a lot of brown sugar, honey mustard, and those sorts of things. And I think when you get into that, you're back into a white wine kind of realm.
Yeah.
Something like that Riesling we drank earlier works really well in that scenario. Other things do too. But if you're going to make it a savory salmon, which I really like this one, you definitely can gravitate more toward a red. But you have to be real thoughtful with salmon because it depends on how you seasoned it. Because, again, you get into brown sugar is real common, and it's good. Whereas a glaze,
Right.
it's glazed, and then the honey mustard, neither of these wines will work in that scenario. So
No,
you got to gravitate back to a white. But
Exactly. Yeah, these are both good, actually. Did you want more salmon?
I'm good, thank you.
Because I think we had half a pound of salmon. Half a pound?
That's what I bought.
Yeah, half a pound. That's what I grilled then.
Um,
If you bought half a pound, I grilled half a pound.
Well, this is just a little snack for me. I've been known at dinner to eat a whole pound of it. I've been known to eat 24 ounces of steak
So that is
in one sitting.
really.
Like 2 12-ounce strips, I can totally eat that.
So you're the guy that walks
I
into.
won't eat anything else.
So if I go into the steak restaurant, your name's gonna be on the wall somewhere.
I don't know, but like I can buy two strips.
36 ounce.
Two strips. They're like 12, 14 ounces a piece, and a bottle of wine. That's a pretty good dinner.
Yeah. See, I can't do that. I can.
Yeah, you can. You can totally do it.
I can keep up with the wine end of it.
Nah, you can do it. You just don't eat anything else.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Then you get the meat sweats. Have you ever got the meat sweats?
yeah.
I don't know. I'm telling you. All right, I'm liking this. So we got the Cab Franc.
Yeah, it's good. Real good. So,
I think I'm edging the Cab Franc.
well, the thing is, I think it depends on the everybody's taste buds are different. The more hardcore red wine drinker you are, the more you're going to want a Bordeaux, just because it's a Bordeaux, it's a deeper wine. I mean, the more you've got a palate that,
Right.
How do I say this in a way that's the way I want, that spans more, that goes in different directions. I think the more you might appreciate the Franc, but not everybody, not everybody wants to do that. There's a guy that has done a lot of work on, his guy's name is Tim Hanney, and he wrote a book. It's Why You Like the Wines You Like. And he is a master of wine, which is, there's only about 150 of those in the world, which is tremendously.
He's a master.
He's a master,
Okay.
master of wine. And he has worked a lot with the folks at Cornell in the food science program to develop a book about why you like what you like. He's especially interesting because he speaks about this publicly. He's a recovering alcoholic. So even though he is involved in the wine industry and he tastes wine, he does not drink wine.
So he spits it out.
He spits it out. So
which is what you're technically supposed to do.
I always found that I really admire the guy. It would be pretty unusual to, be somebody that was dealing. I mean, that was recovering alcoholic, but yet has the discipline and and the ability to still continue to contribute to the industry.
Yeah,
do so in a way that works for him and his health and all those things. But anyway, he's a remarkable guy, and he has done a lot of work, and it really comes down to the number of taste buds on your tongue. If you're a pretty hardcore red wine drinker, you like espresso shots, you drink your coffee black, you probably got about 800 taste buds per square inch on your tongue. Conversely, if you like lots of cream and sugar in your coffee, you like sweet wines and you probably have up to 3,500 taste buds per square inch on your tongue.
Okay.
And that's the big variable. So I think for somebody that's he has different words to describe that, but if you're on the right hand side of that, you're gonna love this
Right.
Bordeaux. I think if you're somewhere in the middle, you like that Franc, and if you're way over on the left, you're gonna want something else entirely.
Yeah.
So it just kind of depends on where you fall in that spectrum. But his whole point is, you like the things you like, and you shouldn't be ashamed. There's no shame. Like you just
exactly,
like in the people world, you love who you love. And I mean, it just is what it is, right? There's no,
and that's the key, right? What's a good wine for you?
yeah, exactly. But
It's the wine that you like.
But I do think that you and I have a pretty good feel for kind of. I feel we have pretty mainstream palates, and I'm optimistic that people will find the things that we present when we're together. It's gonna hit the mark for 80 or 90% of our audience, and there's gonna be 10% out there that it won't hit the mark for. It's not because you and I are bad or wrong or whatever. It's just they fall out of that range. But I think between you and I, I'm probably in the middle. You're slightly to the right. We have no representation from the left, but that's okay because we
should add that someday.
But this is a wonderful wine. And Bordeaux there's a lot of really good bargains there. I think it's a great wine. I thought it went really well with this. And,
I agree.
I do like the Franc.
They both went well, but even though I only have 100 taste buds per square inch, but I actually preferred the Cab Franc myself because it just felt like it went together a little bit more. This one was good, nothing wrong with it, and it went, but it just felt like this one went a little bit better. And so, but that's the whole key, right? So you're looking at it. I've said that a couple of times, but when you're trying to figure out what you want, it's always good to try it out, right? So we're just giving you like a foundation, if you will, and it's not an end all. And I think that's what Ben was saying. It's not an end all. People have different taste buds and people like different things. And you may be over here on the left thinking, oh, I like the creamier and I like the oak Chardonnays and that kind of stuff. And there's literally nothing wrong with that. But the question is, okay, how do you translate that into the food that you're eating? That's all. That's literally it. And so what we're doing is we're giving you options as to, okay, so if you think about it, okay, we had a nice salmon. It was basic in the sense of not a lot of spices.
Basic in a good way because it's a really nice cut of fish, and
because
really
you're tasting,
through.
you're tasting the salmon. Okay, so with that, you're looking at these two as your options, but these aren't the only two options.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's the whole. That's the whole point of doing the tasting, and you can deliver that. And you can Google this, by the way. Oh, what goes well? You know, what other foods go well with a Bordeaux, or what other wines go well with a salmon? So you can do that and do your own tasting. But we're just trying to give you a little bit of an option at the from our perspective, and it's kind of fun.
It is. I tell you what variant of salmon would go especially well with this, in my opinion, is the true smoked salmon. I mean, cold smoked. Like you.
Yeah.
Typically, you would acquire that.
We don't have any of that, do we?
Well, it would typically be in a package, because here's the thing: a Bordeaux is so good for anything that's especially fatty, and salmon is a fatty fish for sure. When you grill it, it's going to go better with a lighter wine like this Franc or a Pinot. But if you're cold smoked salmon, I guarantee you would work best with this one, because there's nothing like a Bordeaux that will cut through fat. Anyway, just a thought.
I think she may be going down to get some cold smoked salmon.
Well, we'll give it a try.
No, it's in the freezer, so that's not good.
It'll give you something to try later this evening.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is that the more tannins and fat go really well together.
Yeah.
And this fish, salmon, is fatty, but when you grill it, you're it's not as fat. Well, the thing about cold smoke is none of the fat's gone.
Right. It's all there.
It's just there.
That's it.
Inherently, when you cook, you truly cook a fish or a meat, you're going to cook a little bit of the fat out. So I bet that would go really well.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So anyway, a lot of it is the preparation. As I mentioned earlier too, if you're partial to brown sugar rubs, for glaze or things like that, I wouldn't usually go with either of these. I'd go with something a little different. But,
I agree. So you're looking at more of a red wine. So
that's one of the cool things about salmon, is that you can go a lot of different directions versus, something like crab cakes. I mean, that's why I just go to Albarino every time. I know that's going to be good.
Yeah, and that's the key. It's something you have to look for, when you're trying to pair something. You want to make sure that because nobody likes food and wine that doesn't pair.
No,
that's just no fun.
It's less fun, for sure. I'd still manage my way through it.
or you eat the food and then you drink the wine.
Yeah,
you're in one of those scenarios.
Yeah.
Can you do us a huge favor after you send us? Throw that out here. We'll just show it.
But I bet something like this. I bet our audience be shocked at how this went well with that grilled salmon. But I'm telling you, these two things, that would go exceptionally well.
So we get these. We sign up for stuff. This is Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
And we've had this, and it's a bourbon and brown sugar.
Nice.
It's a heavy salmon. It really is a heavy salmon. So it's nice. You got to have something that's going to pair well with it. I think we're ready for
we're ready for dessert.
The dessert, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dessert and wine is challenging. I am really excited about this. There's an organization, Gary was kind enough to support them as a part of this podcast, called the Cut Bakes. Since an organization, it's a husband and wife baking
They're
team.
really sweet people.
Great people, and Matt and Maureen are their names, and they they've been involved in several very successful restaurants around.
Yeah. And so they make more than just desserts.
They do. They're bakers, and but anyway, we do a cupcake pairing with them.
Now we may have. There's only 3 pieces. We may have to wrestle that out.
But we do cupcake pairings with them at 1723. They did not have cupcakes available today that worked with the particular wines that we had selected for the seafood dinner.
Yeah.
But what they did have was a scone, which I'm super optimistic.
So when we go there, when the cut bakes have their presentation at 1723, we almost always, even if we're not going to be there to drink wine, we'll go there and get some of what they're baked. Okay. And so we were looking at that. They were very excited. And so the key is the cupcakes that we have peanut butter. And that's a very specific scenario, and we didn't have time to put that together.
I didn't have any sparkling that was cold or anything.
Yeah, so we actually might have some. Yeah, but anyway, but it's very specific because peanut butter is very complicated,
yeah.
especially with the palate. because you can't just drink any wine with peanut butter. So we didn't do that on purpose because we didn't realize that it was me. I didn't realize that was their featured cupcake.
You're gonna love that.
But this is the lemon scone with white chocolate icing. Ooh.
And I know this pairs well with our Riesling. I grabbed it at the last minute because we do a lot of cupcake pairings, and a lemon and or white chocolate is a core part of the cupcake pairing we do with them. And I always pair it with the Riesling, so I knew without.
Oh man.
I knew it'd work.
Just the scone itself is. Oh man, that's just the scone.
Well, scones are underrated as a dessert. Typically too, when it's hot, you want something a little lighter, and this is perfect.
This is light. This is
definitely
light.
Saying.
Yeah.
Sorry. Perfect. Yeah, no, it's a perfect pairing when it's hotter.
Here I am. He's actually making a point, and I actually almost
it's
destroyed his point.
No, but I'm just saying, like it's a perfect dessert for today.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a great combo to finish off.
Ice cream's always great when it's hot, but then you eat and you're out there still when it's hot, like, ugh, this doesn't feel very good. But a scone is something.
Ice cream is actually heavy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like cream. It just sits there. Yeah,
the cream on your stomach when it's 95 outside's typically not good. But something light and fresh like this won't sit heavy on your stomach. And if you're having a gathering, where you're grilling and things, and hopefully it's not as hot as it is today. And this is a great dessert to offer.
But this is newsflash. It's 96 now, so we're in a heat wave for sure. But this is so light. It's just beautiful.
It's really nice.
Yeah,
really nice.
So
I knew the flavors would go with
lemon, the white chocolate, the
I paired
Riesling.
With it before.
Oh yeah.
So it's good.
Well, you paired it at
a cupcake
at 1723.
I did, but as a cupcake. But I know Maureen's flavors. I know what she uses for lemon, and I know what she uses for white chocolate. So I was confident, even though I had not had her scone. I know, as I say, I know what she uses for flavors, and I was confident that the two would work. So,
in addition to a Riesling, what else would you think would go well with this?
You could maybe do a Chardonnay or Chardonnay. But I tell you, it is really hard. This is always a source of contention at home. We do these cupcake pairings at the winery. It is hard to pair dry wines with sweet desserts. They're not natural. And Maureen works with us real closely to come up with things that are desserts. So they have, but they're more savory. Right. And the Riesling and chocolate. Sorry, the Riesling always works with kind of the lemony and chocolatey thing. What works really well with a red wine is a dark chocolate, but especially if you put spices in it, make it which you really like. Yeah, I'm talking about like paprika or something kind of like that, right? Yeah. Like a true like a Mexican spice, like Mexican chocolate. If you've had that, okay. But it is not easy. Stuff like buttercream can go well with a sparkling rosé. Sparkling wines are a lot easier because you've got those bubbles that kind of cleanse your palate off, and it's automatically lighter. Yeah, and I part of it is too. I'm blessed and I'm handicapped in the sense that I can detect sugar at levels most people can't, like in wine and things. But the problem is once I eat much of it, I can't taste anything else but the sugar. Oh, after that, so I'm always real careful. So this is Well, like after that, I'll need something, a palate cleanser. Like when I get home, I'll probably have a bourbon to reset. We may want to do It's tough. I'll wait till I get home to do that. We should do a bourbon tasting at some point. Well, you guys had one, and I missed it. It was a lot of fun. I think it was over at Gabriel Rubilar's house. Maybe it was more than bourbon, but it was whiskey and bourbon. It was really nice. It was good. Or what I could tell was really nice. I enjoyed watching it. Oh yeah, we actually put that one on. That may have been your tipsy tag-alongs, I think. But. Yeah, that was a tipsy tag-alongs, and it's now on our. So all these videos that you're looking at, you can find them on our Journey More Often. Yeah, I can't remember YouTube page. I can't remember if it was under the Journey More Often or the Tipsy umbrella, but it was a fun podcast. So there's all three, right? There's American Wine Journey, Journey More Often, and Tipsy Tag-alongs, and they kind of intermingle as the need is. But this has been really, really good. What else can we tell everybody? Well, are we pretty much at the end of our journey tonight? I can't today. roll me out of here, I guess.
Roll me out, yeah. So this has been great, by the way. So
Gary's food's awesome. What we're really missing is Gary opening a restaurant to feed us all this. and Diane, his secret weapon.
Yeah,
I mean, they cook some amazing food, and I'm always grateful to be on here. Your hospitality is amazing, both as a host for the podcast, but then just as friends, and it's always a pleasure to be over here in your home, and it's a lot of fun to do these.
So, one of the things so what are you looking forward to next? Throw out some ideas, but, we're going to be pairing some wine with some new stuff coming up.
Yeah.
And, we got to figure out, okay, so what's that new stuff? We've gone a few things, right? We've done some, we did the grilling last year. By the way, it was pretty much as hot as it was. Not quite as hot.
Not quite as hot.
But that burger pairing was pretty hot.
Good. It was really fun.
And the burgers were great. They were from 12s. 12s gave us some really, really good burgers.
They did. Nice folks over there.
Now we've done seafood on the grill and whatnot. So we did our last one was Super Bowl food.
Yeah. Wow. Gosh, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a little bit longer than I'd like to go a little bit, on a more frequent basis. But on the other hand,
we'd love to hear from y'all about what you'd like to hear paired, or what pairing challenges you would like to.
Yeah, and maybe. Yeah. So whatever you're like, hey,
I should be careful about what I ask for here, because then these people will start throwing out like jalapeno poppers and whatever. I don't know, something. Although you could probably pull.
We could do that. We could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could pull something out for that. But so tell us, if you're out there.
Otherwise, we'll just make some shit up.
We are, and we'll do it, and because we have, and we're good at it.
Yeah.
So we haven't actually decided what the next webcast the podcast is going to be.
But you tell us, otherwise we'll come up with something on our own.
Yeah, and so we'll probably do that. I'm guessing in the fall, because normally it's 3 times a year.
Yeah.
I think work really well for.
Yeah.
So because both our schedules are crazy, ridiculous. The fall we're going to have to fit it into everything because
we will.
Because that's harvest season, right?
It will. We can do it late October. It's always
exactly. Well, late October actually will go well.
Yeah, or Labor Day.
Because I have
all the fun starts at the weekend after Labor Day.
Because we have both. We both have work.
Yeah, I refuse to pick grapes before Labor Day weekend.
Do you? What if it's if
the shit that I had that ripened, then I pulled it out because I'm like, I'm not starting this early.
No. Oh, it's hard. It's hard. Because you're looking at it and going, okay, what do I do with this? What do I do with all these grapes?
I'm not picking grapes on Labor Day weekend. So
on Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, I mean it's fine after. I'm just saying, I'm not picking on Labor Day weekend. So the stuff that used to ripen that early, I took it out. I'm not doing it.
Oh, well, that solved the problem.
Solved the problem.
Don't
pick on Labor Day.
What grapes did ripen that early?
Sauvignon Blanc.
I was going to
Pinot Noir will too.
Yeah, but Pinot doesn't grow well in this region.
Doesn't grow worth a shit.
So that wasn't.
I mean, trust me, I tried. Everybody else has tried, and if they're honest about it, doesn't grow worth a shit.
That wasn't a stretch anyway.
I mean, what's that line from the Big Lebowski's? I don't blah blah blah. And I sure as shit don't roll on Shabbat. I sure as shit don't pick on Labor Day weekend.
Yeah. So Labor Day. Hey, it's a weekend. To celebrate. It's a holiday.
If it's great, they're not picking.
Oh my God!
Picking.
Yeah.
I sure as shit don't roll.
So stay tuned. Because
Shomer Shabbat.
Because we're gonna be bringing some new stuff out to pair wine with food.
Yeah, it'll be great.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting. So we'll have some new stuff. Again, we're Tipsy Tagalongs. Tipsy Tagalongs is probably gonna have a series in Northern Virginia.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that.
So we're gonna team up with Cassie Gauntz, who she used to work locally.
Oh, okay.
And
is she at Glen Manor?
Yeah, she's at Glen Manor. You've met her.
I know her.
She's a lot of personality.
Yeah, I know her.
She's a lot of personality.
I know her.
And,
she's great.
I'm hoping that her
Glen Manor, great people too, by the way.
Glen Manor is an amazing vineyard,
totally.
And we'll be there.
Awesome people.
We'll be there for Tipsy Tagalong's wine tasting.
I said hi when you're down there. I can't wait.
I will. All right, so here we go.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here at American Wine Journey for a great seafood It's all gone now. Seafood and wine pairing. We are pairing wine with salmon and cod and crab cake and shrimp. And so we had some lighter flavors and some bolder flavors. We had a lot of wine going on. So, hey, join us again. We'll be advertising our next one pretty soon. We're going to decide if you don't help us out, we're going to figure it out on our own. And we'll just make it up. So until then, make sure that you drink responsibly, enjoy life, and journey more often.
Thank you. See you. Bye.